Mongolia, a descendant of a glorious empire of Genghis Khan, who at the times conquered the vast territories of modern Eurasia, today, as an independent nation, is building up its economies through multilateral partnerships, mainly with its two powerful neighbors, China and Russia. However, the official Ulaanbaatar seeks to diversify economic cooperation, including with the countries of Central Asia. Soon, Mongolia will host the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, who will pay his first state visit to the country. We will be following its agenda very closely to share all important details with you, so let's get started. Mongolia is the biggest landlocked country in the world, which borders Russia on the north and China on the south. However, this fact pushes the country's leadership to conduct multilateral foreign policy, opening new perspectives of development along the way. The approach is very similar to Kazakhstan's.
We are surrounded by very big two neighbors. Kazakhstan, of course, has got some other neighbors, but mainly we are very heavily influenced by our two neighbors, Russia and China. Therefore, we, in this modern world, in this complicated world, in this multilateral world, I think it's quite understandable that Mongolia and Kazakhstan are trying to be very active at the international arena, and they try to establish many links beyond those two neighbors. But at the same time, we have to have very good relations with our two neighbors. So in this sense, I think Kazakhstan is doing very well. We can work together in this direction, not separately. So together we can make many more friends.
The head of state has arrived in Mongolia's capital, Ulaanbaatar city. Journalists are in a hurry to take their places. We're now located in the main square of Ulaanbaatar, named after the prominent Mongolian revolutionary hero Damdin Sukhbaatar. Right behind me here is the government palace, which is the official residence of the President of Mongolia, and simultaneously the building of the government and the parliament of the country. Right in the middle of this building, you can see a statue of the great Genghis Khan, and to the right and to the left you can also see his son and grandson, also the prominent historical figures of Mongolia. Soon the official welcoming ceremony will start here at this location. The President of Mongolia will greet the President of Kazakhstan. They will take part in the ceremonial process. Afterwards, they will proceed to bilateral negotiations. Members of official delegations are arriving prior to the start of the welcoming ceremony. There are final moments of preparations. Now the President of Mongolia is out to greet his counterpart in a couple of moments from now. Now the official welcoming ceremony starts. A guard of honor and a mounted guard in Mongolian armor all are lined up on the square in front of the government palace. Presidents introduce each other to the members of the official delegations, and now we can see that President of Kazakhstan and President of Mongolia are approaching the palace of the government, the official residence of the President of Mongolia. The official welcoming ceremony is underway. The presidents have listened to the national anthems of two countries and also greeted the members of the official delegation. Now they are approaching the statue of the Genghis Khan. Now the meeting begins. Two leaders tete-a-tete discuss topical issues on agenda, outlining the program of the visit in a nomadic-styled yurt. The President of Kazakhstan thanks his counterpart for the warm welcome.
Dear President, I have arrived in Mongolia on a state visit at your invitation. It is a great honor for me and for all members of the delegation. Today we will sign important bilateral documents, including the joint declaration on establishing strategic partnership. I am convinced that this step will contribute to the intensification of cooperation at all levels.
Officials and journalists have gathered in the hall where the meeting in extended format will start any moment now.
Mongolia and Kazakhstan'ın aziyaları serinde sergisi.
Trade and economy should play a significant role in bilateral cooperation, President of Kazakhstan underlines, adding that the documents which will be signed later today will give a serious impetus to the development of both political and economic dialogue between two nations. The President of Mongolia in turn calls Kazakhstan an important partner of his country and a reliable bridge between East and West.
We have set an aim to reach our trade turnover up to $500 million and above. There is, regarding Samruk Casino, there is a great potential in mining operations, in joint geological research and surveys.
The heads of state have signed a joint declaration on strategic partnership which foresees an enhanced cooperation in economy, politics, security and defense, as well as education, science and information technology.
We can cooperate on innovation hubs. The Mongolian startup companies, they participate on frequent basis in acceleration program of Astana Hub that we can offer them, and plus Kazakhstani startups, they enter the Mongolian markets. We are planning to cooperate in space area, and we're about to sign the agreement to produce the Earth observation satellite.
In a briefing to the media, President Tokayev also underlines the perspectives for joint activities in agriculture, transportation and logistics and energy sectors. Earlier, the heads of state agreed to establish vaccine production facilities in Mongolia against diseases of farm animals. Energy sector also has a big potential for cooperation, and as Kassym-Jomart Tokayev states during a briefing, Kazakh businessmen are interested in exploring Mongolia's mining industry.
Both sides have addressed all the issues of mutual interest, potential areas of mutually beneficial cooperation, not only in the area of politics, but also in the area of business and cooperation between the private sector, as well as in the areas of humanitarian sector, as well as cultural and historic. Mongolia has always been a very close partner, and that's also something that His Excellency, the President of Kazakhstan, reiterated today, that Kazakhstan has always seen Mongolia as a very close friend and partner in this region, and same from the Mongolian side. So it was also reiterated and emphasized from the President of Mongolia.
National Museum of Genghis Khan in Mongolia is a major point of attraction for the tourists from all around the world. Soon the President of Kazakhstan will arrive to see its premises. Next location after negotiations in the government palace is the National Museum of Genghis Khan, the prominent historical figure of the country.
We are now in the National Museum of the Genghis Khan. You can see that the President Tokayev is introduced to the historical relics of the Mongol Empire, and also is introduced to the interesting facts from the biography of the great Genghis Khan.
Among the museum's displays, historical relics of the Mongol Empire, including personal belongings of Genghis Khan and his descendants. Here also one can find a layout of Joshi Han Mausoleum, which is located in Kazakhstan. Joshi, the eldest son of Genghis Khan, who founded the Golden Horde, was buried in the territories of the Kazakh steppes. This year, the country celebrates 800 years of the Golden Horde, which has a big symbolic meaning for the two nations, President Tokayev said earlier.
First of all, we had an historic visit from the President of Kazakhstan in Mongolia, and with this we had a great opportunity to sign a memorandum of understanding in cultural sector and tourism sector as well. So in this respect, we have a clause where we want to increase the number of tourists between Mongolia and Kazakhstan to Mongolia. So for that aspect, it is important for people to understand what Mongolia can offer to the people of Kazakhstan. On the other side, obviously, we have a lot of shared history. In that respect, it was for an honor for us to host President of Kazakhstan in the museum, so he can actually have an overview of the museum and also understanding of our mutual history.
Trade, economy and enhanced partnership will define relations between Kazakhstan and Mongolia in the near perspective. Well, very pragmatic approach in the world we're living in today. That's everything we wanted to tell you about this time. See you soon.